finally back into the matchup after that short little rehost, and hopefully we shouldn't have any of that. And once again, Guidance, they will be on the defense, and it will be MnM on the attack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing here, Demo? I feel like there's a little bit of a bomb being picked here.
Yeah, this is new. This is new.
Very new.
I don't think I've casted this bomb site yet.
I don't think I've casted this bomb site yet.
Well, obviously you haven't.
But as we were saying as well, Pulse and Valkyrie. I mean, to be expected from this bomb, though, to be fair. Maybe that's not going to be indicative of the rest of the game. However, are we seeing an Echo being picked to an Echo here?
I was kind of hoping to see that.
These are the Challenger League strategies that we show in the ESL Premiership.
This is the mind games that he brings. I was kind of hoping to see Echo onto that Ela, but no, he's not going to go for it. I want to see that Ela.
Do you reckon he's got the Echo shotgun?
He might, does he?
And maybe not the best choice anymore with the secondary.
No, he doesn't. He has the MP5.
He unfortunately doesn't. Maybe that's the
Supernova. But it will be the split bomb site, the new bomb site that was added alongside Operation Grim Sky with Clash and Maverick as well. When we do see both those operators not being banned out, Maverick's another one which sometimes we see being played on Consulate because he is very good at getting open that triple wall and garage as well.
I think the meeting walls as well, top floor is very good. If
very
you
sneaky.
From the hallway. The bathroom as well. If he is the play in there with the other shotgun, you can definitely Maverick into the back of that.
Yeah, go on free bench, hallway, open that up.
100%. I feel like the IQ has slipped under the radar here, by the way, because she is countering almost everything that Guidance are bringing.
3 out of 5 of the operators that Guidance have brung. IQ can make quick work with that gadget that she does have to spot all of those gadgets, all the utility ready to be found out, and especially on a map like Consulate where they've let the Valkyrie through, they know they've let the Valkyrie through, then it's kind of a no-brainer to just go ahead and bring that counter to her. Dokkaebi is technically a counter, which is also let through, another kind of substitute that teams like to bring if Lion is banned out. But we're not seeing any Dokkaebi. We might see an appearance later, potentially from Guidance if they want to go that route. But also, a Jackal being brought by Proc. Sure, we see Jackal on maps like Bank, but Consulate not so much.
I think also we're not seeing the glance here. We singled that out. It's not been taken.
A lot of free speeds.
At the minute, though, it's literally just, as you said, there's heavy, heavy window pressure on this map, constantly. That's all we're seeing from MnM at the minute. They're just trying to get that top floor control and push their way down. It doesn't look like they're going to go for a garage take on this. It looks like heavy vertical play and proxy. He does get the entry frag. That's the Valkyrie as well. That's a C4 down already, Demo.
Yeah, C4 gone. It really opens up a lot more of the way that these players of MnM can push in. Don't really have to worry about standing still that much. Quite ironic that, you know, kind of standing still is all about if you're an attacker of the Lion, but no, with C4s you have to keep moving. Still, plenty of utility for Guidance. Still have Harris there on the Pulse, trying to gain as much intel and potentially get a couple of C4 kills from below as well. Also, Kendra Echo Drones are always going to be ever so present of trying to stall out the round as much as they can, but Citizen adds another kill on the side of MnM, eliminates Vex, so the entire top floor is going to be straight away eliminated on the side of Guidance Gaming. As you can see, they're playing majority from downstairs. As soon as you know that a team is going to try and push in from the top floor, you should automatically rotate.
As they are now.
All three of them downstairs.
Gone. With a C4 gone as well. A C4 gone, 2 players down. They could almost get a plant here. They got the smokes, they got the capital. There was 3 people pushing 1 player in admin. They really want this roam control gone. However, it's still not looking terrible for Guidance. They've got the Echo drones, they've still got a C4, they've got 3 smokes. Just 35 seconds remaining now. MnM need to start getting a move on.
Blackout trying to play these angles from below, having all of the floor shot out. This is kind of, I believe, the kind of retake strategy that Guidance are going to try and play. Something that I haven't seen that much, but look, the Jackal track will come into big effect for that. And all 3 players are going to be down quite smartly. MnM knowing the Pulse is going to be brought. The C4 destroys the table. I didn't even know you could do that.
Happened.
But wow,
if only Valk was alive.
What a play from the players of MnM. Harris trying to see if he can find himself a kill or 2, but really missing the shots. He gets tagged up just a bit. Still a 3 versus 5. Diffuser being planted, make that 2 versus 3. 2 versus 4. Kendrew gets himself the first kill for his team, but the angles being held by MnM should be pretty simple at this stage for them, just to hold the angles on the doorways. Blackout, another kill for him, but straight away refragged, and Nello cleans up. Double kill, clean double kill for Nello. And wow, MnM, what a round from them, and they take the early lead against Guidance.
I'm still bemused by that desk. I can't believe that is in the game. I don't think there's a desk on any map that does not.
This is the new bomb site. No one ever would go on tellers. This is the power of that new bomb site.
But it's not worked.
It hasn't worked.
It is a
That's
very
true.
good, it was a really good round by MnM. The roam clear was fantastic. They didn't lose a single person doing it. I think we came down to, what, 20 seconds remaining before they even lost a single player. 10 seconds left. They wasted both all the echo charges. They can get the plant down. They wasted the C4. It was really well played by MnM. They've used their utility correctly, Demo. Maybe what we didn't see last match on the attacks. As you were saying, Secret were going for frags. Wall were standing outside. But this time, it was a very good attack by MnM.
So they will opt for the top floor, the more common bomb site off the 4. They tried the early split bomb site to see if they could snag an early round potentially and kind of give them that upper edge, but no. MnM, they have adapted to it quite well. We must add it was a very strong attack from them, but we'll see how they can cope with the more usual bomb site that I'm sure they're expecting. No Mira, because it has been banned out. Sometimes we see Mira make a bit of an appearance for the upstairs, potentially one inside of that break room that you can see Harris getting ready. But still, more or less the same, if not the same. I think Kendry's the only one who switched out from the Echo, and really the Pulse has not been there. And also, I believe Vex, no smoke on the side of Guidance as well. So a lot of different operators have been changed on the side of Guidance to really try and mix things up. They're going for more of an aggressive lineup rather than the heavy kind of plays with the smoke. MnM, only thing I'm seeing is really Turtle coming on the Capitao instead of anything else. Did he even switch from the Capitao?
I believe he was Capitao last round.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
What, the farm rate?
Yeah.
But we're now seeing Kendra on the Ella. Is that the shotgun as well?
Oh.
It is the shotgun. We said to watch out for this. He's still got the 2 Ella mines as well, and you were saying there's no smoke. You can use those Ella mines like a smoke. You can delay a lot of time with those Ella mines before you choose to peek. It's looking, again, more or less the same by MnM, though. There's no quick rush. It looks like they're trying to get complete outside control first. Playing safe on the windows, droning everything out, as you can see there. There was a 3-man push on Admin last time, and Valk is on her own in there. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, typically Admin is the push that we have seen a lot more from teams. Really, the B window only works if you do have that big threat of a Blackbeard, which we know is going to be banned, so it kind of nullifies that effect. Sure, you could play one person over in those windows to try and apply a little bit of pressure. Really isn't going to do that big of a damage, so more or less Admin has been favoured more times out of it. So certainly you can see the Admin getting ready. They're getting their drones in, getting all of the prep phase ready. They'll get all the utility sent in. Still those asphyxiating bolts on the side of Turtle ready to be fired in. Try and snag the kill, you know, for the Flame as MnM's logo. See if they can get a couple of Flame kills with that Capitao.
We're not going to see it quite yet from him, though. They're still playing really slow, MnM. This isn't what we saw last round. They were very happy to get inside the windows the last round. We're seeing not yet to see a pick. I believe Ash is on the Visa stairs, though, trying to come up behind. They are getting the crossfire. They're taking it slowly.
Citizen using the advantage off those Jackals, trying to Ash from below, but you cannot actually Ash that breaker. A bit of a misplay by that, and Blackout, another DC we've had, and hopefully he can try and get back in before anything does happen.
So Ash is in a very good position here now as well. Right by the double doors, Nello's droning out Visa. He's seen a lot of it's clear. Found the Ella mine. They've got admin control completely now. It's looking like it's going to be a fiery end to this round. The Ella's playing very close to the door with the shotgun. That's going to be something to watch out for. Hayes has got the crossfire on him.
Kendrew still playing very aggressive with the shotgun, see if he can do any damage to salvage this round after we did have that unfortunate drop from Blackout. Nello, excellent rotate from him, trying to put more pressure. Look at this crossfire established by the players of MnM, just completely eliminates Kendrew. Down to Harris, Hayes and Vex to see if they can clutch this up. The fuse goes down. This is just absolute domination from the players of MnM. Citizen finally does fall. Nello has been down inside of the crossfire in the window. Vex trying to see how aggressive he can play. Sees the shots coming from the spiral. Picks that up. Harris, a kill for him. All down to Freo. Down to him and Turtle. Turtle picks up one. Here comes the flank from Vex. Eliminates Turtle as well. So down to Freo. He's onside of the windows. Do they even know he's there? No, they don't. And we seem to have a bit of a glitch. Hayes cannot even get through the wall at this stage. Hayes, see if he can get the pick. Pushes on in. They know where he is. No C4 available, however. Has to go for the jump out. But as you can see, Freo has the angle. Hell, here comes the jump out. And Freo will get the clutch. MnM, what an attack from them. So aggressive. We thought that was going to end in disaster with the way that Vex was there. But wow, what an explosive end of that round.
That was ridiculous. I thought Guidance have got this. They pulled it straight back out of nowhere. And they're going for the defuse in the 2v1. Do they think he's injured? What's going on? He's just stood at the window, the most obvious spot you would expect. Don't know.
Questionable.
Very questionable. I think the Valk, unfortunately, in the 1v1, can't do anything there. Can't get through the wall for whatever reason. Not sure what that was about. The Ash charge, bit questionable. But yeah, just a very strange situation. Very strange for them not to realize the Thermite's there. But MnM go 2 rounds up. This is huge for them. In terms of this is huge. Consulate can be seen as a map as well that against the team, like we said, MnM, who aren't probably incredibly organized considering it's not their full lineup.
Yeah.
They've taken 2 attack rounds. Attacking Consulate can be very difficult.
Citizen being one of those main players that we know are so strong on those potential fragging roles. He has done the business whenever his team has needed him to. So certainly we're expecting more play from him. MnM, my team, well, you have Horizon. I have my team. We both qualified with those
Horizons.
teams.
I would not like to be associated.
But yeah, MnM, you know, I've played with these guys. I know these guys, how they play. Freo and Nello really impressed me whenever I did play with them personally. Really good bit of insight. Nello being one of the main IGLs for that team. Good game knowledge, knows the kind of plays he wants to go for. Freo cleaning up kills and procs. I've known procs quite some time. He's knew him from Xbox as well. But yeah, MnM really surprising me. I thought Guidance just having a little bit of an edge. You know, they have a very strong lineup. The majority of those guys have been in PC a lot longer. And also they have Kendrew, the only Challenger League player from the UK inside of the Challenger League. And he is also on Guidance Gaming. So it's kind of, yeah, it's up against MnM. They're going against the experience and the Challenger League player. But no, all guns blazing, coming in hot for the Flame. I think that's the perfect quote we could go for that.
Something interesting to note here,
yeah.
The IQ's gone for the Sledge, and now Echo, Valk, Pulse are all gone. The timing, incredible timing.
Great timing.
We're also going to see a third defense, a third different defense in a row. This is not what we saw last game. This is completely different to last match. 2 different approaches taken by Guidance and the 2 other teams from last match.
It says Consulate. It is a map which is very versatile on all of its bomb sites. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the mid floor coming out next in the next defense for Guidance, but they have to focus on this one, and we talked about that bathroom hold. We're not seeing Kendrew on the Ella with the shotgun, which we were kind of hoping we would see a little bit of glimpse of that, because we have seen it from Challenger League from him. But no, on the smoke can still create some shotgun holes from below, try and see if we can get some pics from that. But no, just one player on the side of the Guidance being established inside of that bathroom. It will down to Harris to see how much he can actually delay from this MnM attack.
It looks like we're seeing complete top 4 control game by MnM again here. This seems to be what they want, but Guidance aren't really stopping it. They're not trying to stop this.
Certainly those Inox that the Jackal has, find those footprints, try and get these tags, which is probably the reason why they're bringing the Jackal. Again, Consulate is heavy roam map. You have 3 sets of staircases, which you can see he is using that full advantage.
The first pick as well is gone.
Big kill for Blackout. Proc's done, so no more Jackal tags from him. Harris trying his best to see how much he can delay this round, and definitely Nello trying to get a couple of frag grenades in, but Vex with the ADSs will try and eat that up. Great crossfires again established by MnM, but really nobody.
He's got a very good flank here as well. It doesn't look like there's anyone top floor to stop him. He could get to that main W hatch, but Citizen gets the pick before that can happen.
Possibly he could go in for another one for himself. Is getting tagged from that flank from above, like you were talking about. A great roam game from Hayes. Doesn't manage to secure the kill nonetheless. Citizen down to about half HP. Still a good bit of time for Guidance to see if they can clutch out this round. They can at least get Nello in there with the sledgehammer. Citizen is aware of a potential rotate up the bottom. Spiral could come in, but sends Vex right back down into the hole from which he came. Kendrew, this is a perfect position from a smoke. Very aggressive with the shotgun, can easily switch out the SMG-11 and try and get a couple of headshots from the long-range fights. And of course, those gas canisters are always going to be pretty big, but really the eyes are on Hayes to see how he can cope with this and potentially pull off a bit of a upset on the side of MnM, trying to eliminate these couple of remaining.
Anybody watching him either. The Ash is pushed straight down to bottom floor, coming up behind the Jaeger, but the castle will be in the way.
He sees the capo, eliminates Turtle, eliminate him. That's a big kill. But look, everybody else in MnM, they have just pushed on in, and Citizen gets the final kill over his big plays.
That feels like a complete collapse onto site from MnM.
what can you say? MnM going 3 rounds to 0 up against Guidance Gaming. I was completely wrong. I said my predictions to production. Production are now laughing at me quite heavily. I don't know what all. What has happened to me today? I've crumbled.
You're just under pressure. You got competitive casting there. It's got you rattled.
Here it comes.
Rattled. Frau, on the Thermite, by the way, nonetheless, fragging out very well. You were saying hard to frag and be the IGR. Even harder when you're on Thermite. Citizen as well, as you would expect. A player well known for his fragging ability, regardless of who he's playing against.
So I was kind of expecting the mid floor to really be an option here for Guidance, try and take them to every single bomb site, keep the players of MnM on their toes. But no, will be that downstairs once more. I would more than likely expect that Guidance are kind of thinking, we nearly won. We kind of nearly had that clutch coming in, but just the kind of final execution just came into play. They couldn't really stop it. We've seen the aggressive nature that MnM really provided. Freo just dropping in, gets the kills, Citizen clean up as well. So really, Guidance, I think that they need to put just more pressure. Do not let Guidance have that, or let MnM have that easy kind of room, just clearing out everything on top floor. That's all they took.
I feel like that is going to happen. If you're looking at the Operators Guidance are taking here, there are far more aggressive choices here. We were seeing Hayes last time flanking with the Legion. It's a good gun, but is it Jaeger? Especially now with the new recoil changes. I think Jaeger could be a much better choice for them. The Pulse is finally coming out. IQ is now back though. The timing, once again.
Echo drones as well, the timing.
The battle of the 6th pick has gone in the favour of MnM here twice in a row now.
Still quite sad we're not seeing FO12 coming out.
I just
disappointed.
Well, we saw it once and he got crossfired from about 12 angles.
That was
quite unfortunate.
Yeah, he was just trapped in the corner, couldn't really do anything, just died.
But once again, we're going to see MnM taking the top floor, especially admin. But is there going to be a counter to this time? That's what we need to watch out for, damn it.
So, IQ just trying to see if he can scan any potential Echo drones. Sometimes we see a couple of, kind of Echo drones in those meeting areas. If there is going to be that bit of a roam game upstairs, he can kind of play that Echo drone as that support. I still don't know how we managed to play Echo with only one Echo drone at the time. That was extremely difficult.
It was also, it looked very weird when you were on the camera. Green, just completely weird shapes. Very strange. Echo now in a much better place.
Yeah, Echo's definitely rose through the ranks. That's why we're seeing him being a fairly strong ban for some teams. Picking it out, for Pro League, Team Vitality, very slow, methodical type of play. Echo always going to be a ban for them. Certainly, Wind and Rain, that may be an option. Getting rid of Echo as they've kind of fit it into those kind of slow, methodical pushes. Wouldn't really say slow, methodical. I'd say more they're very slow because they panic. But we've talked about Wind and Rain.
But I feel like it's harsh to judge against Secret. I think they're learning. Teams will improve. Just like we're seeing with, well, maybe not so much for this hold from Guidance. They've not gone for the aggressive play that we were looking for. The Thermite Wall's getting opened even quicker this time. I believe it was open very late last time. It happened around 30 seconds.
Vex, he could have very easily have went for that bandit trick. Nobody was watching. That's something that I have picked on, that, yeah, teams, they go ahead and sledge or open up above the bandit, going for the bandit trick. But whenever the Thermite goes down, nobody watches it. What's the point of opening it if you're not actually going to sit there and wait for the bandit?
Maybe you don't watch a demo, but these teams, I'm sure they will watch for the bandit trick. One thing to note though, Bandit does have the C4 late. And the Bandit, who still has that C4 on the roam, the aggression whipping out from 2 free speeds there, like we said.
Citizen does fall, so down to the remaining 4 members of MnM already. First gas caster will be popped. Also second, Texan Dynamite's going to get blown, but no Kendry. He picks himself up a kill on
one
the
set
turtle.
of smokes remaining.
Big kill for him as well, so down to the final 3 remaining players. This is looking a lot more Guidance favoured compared to MnM, unless Freo, he can come in with the quick frags. He manages to down, but no, the refrag coming in from the Kendra. I was about to say Trainhard, but no, he gets the final kill on Tonello. That's one thing I hate about Kendry. It says Trainhard, and I always keep thinking, yes, Trainhard who gets the kill. No, it's Guidance because he plays for Guidance and Prem.
Thank you for that. That's a good observation. I like that. I do like that. But I feel like that was a lot better from Guidance, though. Or maybe Trainhard, as you like to call it. But Guidance did very well. The aggression, like we said, the Bandit didn't want a bandit trick, but he thought, you know what? We'll run up Visa stairs, we'll get a pick. Why not?
Finally, Kendry, he pulls out the Ella. please let it be the FO12.
He was on this for the last time they defended console, it has to be said.
Should be, because I want to see him get some kills. I want to see that FO12 put in some action. I'm a big fan of that gun. Hopefully, he can do some more damage.
We're seeing no Tellus pick again. I'm a little bit upset. I like the Tellus.
Maybe it was just a one thing.
But I like seeing new stuff.
So do I. That's true. I'm quite happy that we're even going to maps. Like, we've had Coastline and Consulate. No more Border and Oregon, it seems to be. Maybe speaking too soon, because we still have 2 more matches to come, which more than likely we'll see at least Border or Oregon pick for that. Just in terms of the way the teams are, and especially Horizon, where really Border has been their only map that they've really wanted to play.
Barrage. I believe they played Oregon both games.
Oregon, yes, definitely one for them. Still plenty of that to come. But nonetheless, having Consulate there, we've even seen the new bomb site has been very enjoyable, and certainly the way that MnM attack that, just absolute aggression from them. I'm sure we'll see pretty much the same kind of similar playstyle. They'll take from admin, they'll take corridor, go on for the plant, and then it's really down to the players of Guidance, see how they most of all can at least deny the plant for a little bit longer, and then finally they have to go for the retake strategy.
We're seeing the Jackal taken away here as well from MnM. It seems to be not working for them. They're not really being challenged, trying to enter into admin or anything. There's no footsteps to get. We've gone for an extra soft breach, probably due to the castles that are being played. But yeah, we're not going to see, again, the Pulse. The Pulse is gone.
Yeah, instead still, Valkyrie there, Echo still there, so IQ gets plenty of utility. Even those Griswold mines could be something that the IQ may be looking forward to trying to eliminate, but at the moment just doing a bit of droning phase, and really, MnM, they've completely switched up their strategy. We would have thought, yeah, admin is going to be the clear kind of thing they want to go for, but no. Yellow stairs and then towards the B is going to be where it's going to be headed to. Kendra just eats the nade.
Tanked that grenade.
Bit of protein in him and potentially could find a kill if Prox isn't too careful. He was just right beside the doorway, but no, Kendra lives to fight another day.
Scanning for devices and
he lives to shotgun another wall. I think he started, and just as you see it there, Demo, he just come out to Ash, decided to challenge him. I've seen Citizen have quite a bit of banter with Kendra about the Ella shotgun, but it's come to bite him.
Love the Ella shotgun. I'm really happy he finally got a kill. We could see so many more. You know what? Upstairs, very close range, and especially in towards that yellow stairs B. Shotgun could do a lot of damage. He may be looking to find some more members as they are lurking inside of the yellow.
As well, the aggression that's coming out now, Demo, since we mentioned it, much higher.
But no, Kendra just rotates back to site. Knows he has a bit of time. Still, plenty of time for MnM. Consulate really doesn't take that much time to really push, but still has to go through Kendra with the shotgun on the yellow stairs. A very hard thing to actually try and push and aggress onto. As you can see, Freo, he might also get killed from the window. First, the fixating bolt will be fired in, but to no avail, doesn't find anything at the moment, and still Kendra alive and well.
We're going to see here again a slow push. A very slow push now. They don't have top floor control. They're still outside of the windows, and I think the Guidance have really countered this very well. But it's all going to come down to who wins these engagements when they jump through the window. It should be in favor of Guidance here, but you never know.
Kendra down to extremely low health. We thought they may try and get some, but no. Eliminates the drone as well, and finally Freo, he finds that pesky Ella. Double kill for Freo onto Harris as well through the wall. 30 seconds to go. Still, tons of time for MnM in terms of really how quick it gets to plant. Prox has swung on in towards the B bomb site, so they do have a foothold inside of the objective. Blackout does have the Echo Drone, sees exactly where he is as Freo. He will rotate on in and attempt to plant the bomb, but that Echo Drone, it could potentially win them this round. Vex eliminates Nello. Plant will try and go down quite smartly, just trying to avoid the C4s from below, but not avoiding the Echo Drone, even avoiding the shots from Vex. He uproots that entire attack. A double kill for Vex as well, and almost found the third, but no. Time runs out. Vex, the saving grace of that round for Guidance. And MnM, they do lose another round on the trot, and Guidance finally with a bit of fight back.
That is a huge round for Guidance, and I thought it was going... It looked a little bit shaky. 2 of them died from Frau outside of the window. Wasn't necessary. Is that over-aggression now instead of what we saw from the start where they were quite passive? But very good work by the Jaeger and the Echo. The Echo perfectly placed. No IQ. Where's IQ? She didn't get the Echo drones, and it turned out to be a huge round for Guidance.
Yeah, just didn't even need to use the Sonic Burst. You literally just gave it for the callouts. Vex
gave the info.
Knew exactly where it was. Tags came in, swung around, got the quick kills. That's all he needed to do. And well, that will be all 5 rounds of the defense done for Guidance. They can now move on to their attacks, and it really does put all the pressure onto MnM to see how they will cope with the defenses. Still, yet to see a mid-floor this matchup. We might see MnM if they want to opt for it, and especially with the new objective parameter rule, if you do win 2 defensive bomb sites on the trot, then you're going to have to be forced to at least a 3rd option bomb site. Really something that Consulate really didn't affect. Mid-floor was always an option, and with the 4th one as well, provides another option. Oregon and maps like Border, really I would say get hindered from that a lot more, because kitchen dining and the big tower rear stage in Oregon just isn't that viable.
Not ideal bomb sites. But another thing about ideal bomb site, there's no thermite here for a garage attack. MnM have completely had the luck with the 6 picks, the bomb sites, all sorts. This looks like it could be very difficult for Guidance. They're going to have to make use of these banner charges, make sure that wall's open, but you've got to worry about the hatches. Are they going to hold the hatches?
5 seconds
don't know.
to go.
Guidance, they still have a very hefty soft breach, Sledge and Buck, so even if one does get killed, another one can just pick up the pieces and really just start going ham on that wooden floor. So we could see 1 Hibana charge on the hatch, and then 2 of them on the garage. Still gives them a way into the garage for the plant beside White Van, and really, once you open up every single bit of flooring inside of Piano, there's nowhere that the players of MnM can even attempt to sit and even try and stop the plant, so that may be the option that they're going to try and go for, maybe just shoving the thermite away and saying, yeah, we've done this, we know how to cope with this kind of playstyle. Citizen, he could get caught out very easily.
Aggressive by Citizen. The Bandit as well, nonetheless, on a garage defend. Are they going to expect this?
No drones, however, on the side of Guidance. Kendra, he may be looking to get the drone in. I don't think they're going to be expecting him over beside double door. I think this could be detrimental on the side of Guidance, just letting the Bandit roam away, and especially if he gets a kill onto potentially Harris. Massive kill for MnM, and Citizen not being droned out. Nobody's going near him. Massive on the side of MnM.
However, I feel like when it gets to a certain point in the round, he's sort of in a position now where if he just came up Visa stairs, it'd be the same thing. I feel like maybe he's wasted his opportunity to get a frag there, peek in the window. But still, poor droning. Very poor droning by Guidance. A team that seems very methodical as well. We'll leave a reset there for the Legion. Getting him back up some HP. No pressure on.
I also believe Turtle got shot for the wall on that reset also. It kind of went through him. Bit of a misplay.
Only a little bit of
a misstep. But he'll get away with it.
He'll be alright.
Still, plenty of time for Guidance. They can start opening up all of the hatches, which is kind of the option they're going for. So certainly that White Van area where Turtle is going to be completely safe. Citizen picks up a kill onto Vex. Buck going down, massive kill.
I feel like that's, as well as a soft breach, it's 2 nades off the board, something they 100% need. You look at what they have to execute on this bomb, really. A Sledge, an IQ, a Hibana. It's only really Jackal, and through the smokes, the Echo Drone can stop it, the smoke grenades themselves. This looks very tough for Guidance. If I'm a Guidance fan here, I'm worrying. MnM still have Citizen on their own top floor as well. It looks like they're rotating the push. The Hibana's gone all the way to the back, not even bothering the garage. The Bandit for the pick, the perfect Jackal time, the scanning. They're going to push him up the stairs as well. They're trying to clear this room very late.
This is just
They're leaving the execute
this is
insanely
magic.
late.
Magic from Bandit, just avoiding every single shot. Look at the back and forth, the timing, and just the sick picks, and everything is went in favor of MnM. Citizen, 20 seconds ago, he finally dies.
He's completely done his job, though.
But at what cost was that room?
Played.
At what cost was finally getting that kill? But look, we do know that the Sledge and the Buck have done their job. They have basically sanctioned everybody from MnM inside of that small closet, but the kills has come out, and that complete bottleneck.
Injury, though, with the double kill.
Plant
There's a chance
down. There's
a very slight chance.
He is trying to cover as much as he can, but Nello, he doesn't stop it. Doesn't stop it. Shotgun comes in. Double kill for Nello. What a clutch from MnM, and they take the round from the players of Guidance. Kendry tried his best, but to no avail. Nello, wow, getting a little bit shaky there, but nonetheless, MnM, they pull off the clutch, and they lead this with a 2-round advantage going into round number 7.
Those last 20 seconds felt like complete slow motion. It felt like 2 minutes from when Kendry killed that Bandit in admin to when he's entered into the site and killed 2 people. That was ridiculous. That should have never been that close. And to see Nello almost miss those shots with the smoke, a little bit concerned. But they take the round. That's a huge round for them as well. They're only 1 point away off of getting that classic MnM draw that they love to go for.
Yeah, as long as they secure that point, they still at least get something from it. But MnM, this is not the same MnM we really have seen even last week. this is a much more dominant MnM. If they played this way against Vexed, I could have potentially seen them actually beat Vexed. Quite a hefty scoreline for them to take that win against, you know, one of the teams that we kind of pitched to at least get playoff spot, who did look pretty strong coming in for the kind of opening weeks. We still have to see Vex to see how they have coped from that kind of draw that they had, and really how they've adapted, and see if the team chemistry and the team play has really, you know, gained, you know, went from strength to strength, or is it just kind of be the same Doki picks stock and tries to peak everything? But still, that's to come.
I feel like MnM were quite unfortunate with Pengu deciding to come in and drop, what was it, like 13, 14 kills or something?
I think it was 11 kills.
Pretty well played by him, but MnM, they still come away with a result. Are we seeing a counter Ella shotgun here as well from Citizen? Is this what I'm seeing? He got Ella shotgunned. Is he now? Is he thinking of himself?
I really hope so, no.
He's not. It's unfortunate. We're seeing from both teams though here, both Ellas, saving the Grismot mines.
Yeah, that's something that you picked
They're
up.
not pre-placing.
Still, Nello is smoke. I know that you said Grismot mines could be that kind of, you know, 2-second, 3-second counter to a potential plant being established inside of that console meeting. But still, you can expect to see those Grismot mines kind of be lurking around, and he is just going to throw all of them on those main doorways. Just fairly standard.
Just teasing. Just teasing.
Easy. Just easy from that Ella. Just, I'd imagine, try and play up close and personal, has the Scorpion, even though after we know the Scorpion did get nerfed heavily throughout its career. A bit like same way Blackbeard's been hit pretty hard as well. It can still do a lot of close range damage, still has that more, you know, the side-to-side recoil does affect it a lot bit more, but can still do a lot of hefty damage inside of these CQP tactics.
I feel it's more for the gadget in this pick, purely because of how last round panned out. They're all coming through the same door with, what, like 4 seconds remaining? The Ella mines are 100% they have to be for that. Citizen last round did very well to avoid drones. Ended up with just the 1 frag, I believe. But we might, this time, we're seeing him in the bomb. Even with his Ella mines pre-placed, we're seeing him in the bomb. I'm expecting some aggressive plays from him towards admin as the round continues.
So plenty of time for Guidance to make this push a success. They have took their first bit of beachheading in towards the admin, also trying to work in towards A bombs. They have a couple of utility factors there to see if they can do any damage. Citizen just takes the drop, doesn't want to stay there as long as it needs to. Proc certainly still has that cardiac scanner plus the nitro cell combo, which we've seen be devastating so many times. And of course, look at this great intel coming in from Prox. I don't think that's C4, is it? It is! And he falls.
Pendra is very lit as well.
What a lob
Injured
for Prox. Does get picked up, however, and Candela's flashes his own teammates as well.
An unfortunate few seconds for Kendrick.
Horrific from Guidance.
Still has the 2 logic bombs remaining without clearing the room.
Harris does eliminate Turtle. Echo Drone still alive and well for Freyon. Citizen, he may be looking for a quick aggressive run out, but really, he's going to go for the window, and he manages to catch Harris on the swing in. We do see the logic bomb also being established, and Prox from below can provide so much intel. They know where the plant will be coming down from. Prox still careful that somebody may want to rotate and try and eliminate these roamers from below. Look at Dokkaebi right inside the heart of the connector. Prox goes for the wall bang, manages to land it as well. What plays from Prox with the cardiac sensor down to Vex, and also Blackout. Vex gets one for his troubles, 2 versus 3, but these roamers from below are doing the dirty work for MnM whenever they need to be. Freo still has these Echo drones ready to try and stall the plant out as long as they can. Freo picks up another one on the Blackout. Can Vex try and clutch this up for him and his team? Not very likely, as very smartly everybody's just rotated away from the attacker, and Vex, he gets one, but really 2 seconds they go. That's going to be all said and done. MnM can simply walk on in. Prox actually doesn't see it, but Citizen gets that easy kill for himself.
He doesn't even get the kill. There's a fear.
He got timed as well.
Unfortunate. MnM played that incredibly well. To keep the pulse below, even without the C4, still gets a frag. Probably would have fragged the Zafir at the end there as well. Did very well.
Prox.
Did very well. Prox made an amazing play. The C4 as well. You weren't even sure if it was C4.
I've never seen it C4 before. That's why.
I feel like nobody's bothered to try and C4 that before. But that is a very tight choke point. That's why one got injured, one died.
So, at least MnM, they secure their draw, but will they finally be able to break the curse of these ties and move on in and finally pick up their first win of the Premiership? We may decide it on this final round, and it will be, finally, we're going to see the mid-floor being brought out inside of this matchup.
You sound so excited.
I
thought you were with
love
me
the mid-floor.
I thought you were with me on Tellers.
We've already seen it. We want to see some more diversity. Yeah?
I've seen Lobby for 2 years, 3 years.
Not in this season, you know.
Not this season. But we've not seen Tellers this season.
We've seen it once.
But it's not enough. It's not enough.
Stop being awkward.
I want to see more destructible desks.
More destructible desks. Yes, that is pretty
No
much...
Ella this time as well. We're seeing the alibi. We're seeing some ranked operators get in the mix. The aggression is coming.
We did see Alibi last matchup in Coastline, where we did see the Alibi being brought by, I believe, Wind and Green. They decided to pull that out, which was a bit of a weird one in Coastline. Sure, they did get a couple of Prisma tags, but didn't really help them all too often. We'll see how Citizen wants to play. He is going to be rocking that MX4 Storm rather than that shotgun that sometimes we see. Not all too often. It's a very hefty shotgun.
You certainly see that in my casual matches now, I can assure you of that.
I play it in the old casual as well sometimes. Bit of fun, you know? It's a bit of fun. Same way the FOTL is a bit of fun.
A game mode you can compete on, Dylan.
Wow. I believe T-Hunt's more of my, you know, competitive standpoint.
I think it says a lot. It says quite a lot.
Thanks.
Either way, we're going to see Guidance. They need these rounds desperately. They can't afford MnM catching them. They can't afford them catching them. They have to try and rescue a draw out of this match somehow, regardless of how it's going to be. We're seeing more execute operators taken out. We said that was an issue. We're seeing the Ying taken out. Can Ying explode into the bomb? That's what we need to see.
I would more than likely expect to see Ying really be used to take control of that meeting. We know how hefty the utility is applied by the defenders, especially in that kind of mid-floor environment where you have to defend top floor to deny that top-down vertical play and also the hatch drops. So certainly Ying can be used in that console office, a bit similar to the way that they would just normally attack an upstairs A bomb site. You could do exactly the same with the Candelas, but first of all, you kind of have to establish that main corridor control before you try anything fancy, because you will be obliterated by people holding angles, and that's exactly what Citizen he will try and establish first of all. Great rotate, I would say, from Guidance, as you can see Kendry over on the B windows, and has just forced both of the players to rotate. They're gone.
Wow, I mean, I'm shocked. I'm very surprised at anyone that takes Alibi and runs away from a gunfight. I feel like that is strange. This is also where we could have seen that Maverick picked for the part. You see the echo on the drone there. The run out, the most obvious, that's the Ying gone. The Ying, the one person that you would want to execute into the bomb, is eliminated quite simply, really. They didn't even need to be there anymore. Nobody's console. There wasn't anybody in console anymore.
As soon as I seen them drop and they knew somebody was B window, I was kind of thinking, yeah, I think so. Oh, what a shot from Citizen.
Wow.
Just gets the fadeaway peek onto Kendry. We know that those two guys do have a bit of banter with each other in the game, but certainly...
It certainly doesn't look like banter. After that Ella shotgun, onto the procs as well. This is all falling apart for Guidance.
Another nail into the coffin of Guidance Gaming. Just that is just ever so shutting so much more tightly. Vexed and Blackout to try and save this round, and both of them not even near each other. Blackout just outside of the windows trying to see if he can get any picks. Vex does get himself a pick onto Proc, so Legion will be down, but he has done his job. He's got the goo mine scattered about the bomb site, also picked up a kill. This is kind of where Guidance really have to pull through and establish their dominant control. And Turtle, he will pick that matchup against Vex. Even though the Ella mine went off, he still managed to win. Blackout did eliminate Nella with that quick jump out. Goes through the repel, but this should be easy for Freo if he goes to the peak. No, everybody from MnM are holding tightly. They should know he's going to be inside the piano. Wow. Freo, what a wall bang, and that's going to be game, set, and match for MnM. They take the 6-2 victory against the top dogs currently inside of the league. First win for MnM, first loss for Guidance Gaming. MnM, what a win from them.